Good day everyone. I am Ellen Grace L. Castillo. In this module, we will talk about the cardiorespiratory endurance and flexibility. Elevated wellness is tied up to a physical, dynamic lifestyle. One of the best indicators of overall physical fitness is the ability of your heart and lungs to deliver oxygen during activity. So that means staying active is one of the best ways to stay healthy. A good sign of physical fitness is how well your heart and lungs work when you exercise. So let's proceed. What is cardiorespiratory endurance? It is the ability to exercise your entire body for a long time without stopping. It means that it is your body's ability to keep going during physical activities without quickly getting tired. So this is only possible when your heart, lungs, and blood vessels work efficiently to deliver oxygen to your muscles. The better your endurance, the longer you can exercise without feeling exhausted. So here are some examples of activities that require a good cardiorespiratory endurance, just like distance running, swimming, and mountaineering. So the term cardiorespiratory involves two vital systems. Your cardiovascular system includes the heart, blood vessels, and blood, so that pump and transport oxygen throughout the body. So on the other hand, the respiratory system. It is made up of your lungs and the air passage that brings air, including oxygen, to your lungs from outside of your body. Oxygen enters the red blood cells. The lungs, on the other hand, help the body get rid of carbon dioxide. Your cardiovascular and respiratory system work together to supply your muscle cells of waste. Together, the two systems help you perform your work and activities both effectively with the most benefits possible and efficiently with the less effort. So, the second word in the term cardiorespiratory endurance refers to the ability to sustain effort. Together than these two words, cardiorespiratory and endurance refers to ability to sustain effort which is dependent on fitness of the cardiovascular and respiratory system. So why is endurance important? Endurance, just like what I said earlier, it means being able to keep going without stopping. So your cardiorespiratory endurance means your heart and lungs are strong enough to support long periods of activity. So the stronger this system are, the better you can perform exercises, sports, and even daily tasks without feeling out of breath or tired too quickly. So the next reporter will tackle the cardiorespiratory assessment.
I'm Riza Imropo, and today I will talk about cardiorespiratory assessment. Cardiorespiratory assessment, these are tests to assess the fitness of your cardiorespiratory system. The test may be done in two settings, the laboratory and the field. The two types of laboratory tests are the maximal oxygen uptake test, also referred to as the VO2 max test, and the graded exercise test. Both the graded exercise test and the maximal oxygen uptake test are done laboratory and require special equipment and people who are trained to administer them. Thus, most people, however, resorted to some form of assessment using practical non-laboratory tests called field tests. These tests require little equipment and can be done at home or at school. Scores are determined based on your ability to function. Example include the PCR and the walking test, the step test, and the 1 mile run test. So cardiorespiratory fitness testing shows how well your heart and lungs work together during exercise. This gives a good idea of your overall fitness, particularly your endurance. These are two main way to do this. Precise lab tests using special equipment to measure things like how much oxygen your body uses. And simpler tests you can do almost anywhere, like running or walking, which give a general ideas of your fitness.
Hello, everyone. So, today we are going to talk about flexibility. So, what is flexibility? It is the ability of your joints to move as they are supposed to move. The amount or movement in a joint is called its range of motion. Some joints, such as the hip and the shoulder, allow a large of motion because they can move in many directions, while other joints, such as the knee and the elbow, bend in only one direction. We can say that the amount of flexibility you have is affected by your joints. Flexibility will help you do all physical activities with ease. Performing regular stretching exercises is the best way to build flexibility. But be aware that incorrect stretching can be harmful and can result in joint or muscle injury. So we all know that flexibility is very important in such things such as exercising because it can help to your body or to your joints to move. So for example, touching your toes. So if you can bend forward and touch your toes easily, it means your back and leg muscles are flexible. So flexibility is also important to athletes such as gymnastics because gymnasts needs extreme flexibility to perform splits, back bends, and flips. Properly selected exercises can be improve your flexibility and provide many others benefits such as helping to relieve muscle cramps. Exercise contributes to increased overall health, but some activities may be contraindicated for you. Contraindicated exercises are ones that would be detrimental to your health and physical well-being. So here are the guidelines for flexibility exercises. First, before stretching, perform a general warm-up. Next, make flexibility exercises part of your workout. Then, when beginning, use static stretching or PNF or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Next is progress gradually. Avoid risky exercises. Do not strength joints that are hypermobile, unstable, swollen, and affected. Do not stretch to the point of feeling pain, and avoid stretching muscles that are already overstretched for poor posture. And lastly, avoid stretching that lasts 30 seconds or more before performing strength power activities.
I'm Melody Q. Barredo. So, the term range of motion exercise, usually called room exercise, refers to flexibility exercises that are used to maintain the range of motion already present in your joints. Room exercise is being probably the safest type of flexibility exercises to use in a warm-up routine. So, range of motion or room exercises are a type of flexibility exercise that focuses on moving your joints through their full range of motion. The goal is to maintain the existing flexibility you already have in your joints. They are often considered the safest type of flexibility exercise to use in a warm-up routine because they emphasize slow, controlled movements which helps to reduce the risk of injury. When you stretch your muscles, you also stretch your tendons. Tendons are fibrous connective tissues that attach muscles to the bone. Both muscles and tendons are elastic, and they may not be affected if stretching is done properly. Tendons are located throughout your body, connecting muscles to the bones. You can find them in your elbow, heel, knee, and shoulder. Muscles and tendons are connected by fibrous connective tissues, and when you stretch a muscle, you also stretching the tendon that attaches it to the bone. Both muscles and tendons are elastic, meaning they can stretch and return to their original shape. If stretching is done properly, neither the muscle nor the tendon should be negatively affected. 50 counts on the left foot, This focuses on engaging your left leg muscles and improving coordination. You'll feel your calf, thigh, and glutes working. Neck rotation. 5 complete slow rotations to the left and 5 to the right. This stretches and loosens up your neck muscles, improving flexibility and range of motion. Slow and controlled movements are key to avoid strain. Arm circling. 10 counts forward, 10 counts backward. This warms up your shoulder and arm muscles. Focus on smooth, circular motions, maintaining good posture. Shoulder rotations. 10 counts forward, 10 counts backward. Similar to arm circling, this helps improve shoulder mobility and flexibility. Knee rotation. 10 counts clockwise, 10 counts counterclockwise. This targets your knee joint, improving its range of motion and flexibility. Ankle rotation. 10 counts clockwise, 10 counts counterclockwise. This works on your ankle joint, promoting flexibility and preventing stiffness. Jumping jacks. 16 counts. This elevates your heart rate and warms up your entire body. Remember to land softly and maintain good form.
Today I'm going to discuss the different flexibility exercises. First, forward lunges. Forward lunges. Forward lunges is a lower body exercise that helps you straighten your legs, improve your balance, and increase flexibility. This is the step-by-step of doing a forward lunges. First, starts by standing up tall. Second, step forward with one foot until your leg reaches a 90-degree angle. Your reachest knee should remain parallel to the ground and your front knee should go beyond your toes. Third, lift your front lunge and leg to return the standing position. And lastly, repeat 10 to 12s on one leg or switch off between legs until you total 10 to 12 repeat per leg. So you already know the forward lunges. So let's move on to side lunges. Side lunges. Side lunges is also known as lateral lunges. Is a lower body exercise that target your legs, glutes, and inner thigh while improving flexibility and balance. Unlike forward lunges, side lunges focus more on lateral side-to-side movement. This is the step-by-step of doing a side lunges. First, start by standing up tall. Feet hip wide distant apart. Second, take a wide step out to the left. Bend your left knee as you push your hip back. Keep both feet flat on the floor throughout the lunges. Third, push up with your left leg to return to standing. And lastly, perform 10 to 12 lunges on the left side before switching to the right side.
My name is Maricel Gana Pascua, and today I'm gonna discuss one of the different flexibility exercise. So the first one is crossover. It is a type of stretching exercise where you bring one leg over the other, creating a diagonal stretch across your hip and thigh. This helps improve flexibility in your hip flexors, inner thighs, and hamstrings. So the crossover stretch happens when you cross one leg over the other, creating a stretch across your hip and thigh. This stretch is often done by athletes to improve their flexibility and range of motion. So this is an example of crossover exercise. Now, the second one is a standing squat stretch. It is a stretch where you stand with your feet shoulder width apart, then squat down as low as you can while keeping your back straight. This helps improve flexibility in your quads, hamstring, and ankles. So, I'm gonna provide an example of a standing squat stretch.
Hi guys, my name is John Christian Sikat and now I am going to perform one of the flexibility exercise which is the seat stradi lotus. So in doing the seat stradi lotus, the first step is you're going to sit down or this is what I'm doing right now. Afterwards, we'll place the soles of the feet together like this and then drop the knees on the floor. The next step is to place the forearms inside the knees toward the ground, like this, and then lean forward from your hips, like this. So we're going to hold this for 5 seconds and we will repeat this for 3 to 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's it. This is the position of what the seed stradi lotus is. So I hope you learn. Thank you. Hey guys, it's me again, John Christian Siket, and now that we are done in the seat stradi lotus, now let's move forward to seat side straddle. So in doing the seat side straddle, all we need to do is first is to sit down and let our legs spread. So while while spreading our legs, we'll put our both hands or our same hands with the shin or the ankle while keeping the legs straight. And we will hold this for about 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So after 5 seconds, we will repeat that exercise again in the other legs. So like this. And we will put our both hands in the ankle or shin and let's count for about 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's all and I hope that you learn what is the um, seat side straddle.
Lastly, step test. A step test is a simple yet effective way to assess your cardiovascular fitness. It involves stepping up and down on a platform at a specific pace or a set amount of time, followed by measuring your heart rate during recovery. This test helps determine how efficiently your heart and lungs deliver oxygen to your muscles during exercise. First thing we're gonna do is use a bench that is 12 inches, 30 meters high, step up with your right foot, step up with your left foot. Second is step down with your right foot, step down with your left foot. Third, repeat this 4 count pattern. Up, up, down, down. Step 24 times each minute for 3 minutes. Fourth, immediately after stepping for 3 minutes, sit and Count your pulse. Begin counting within 5 seconds. Count for 1 minute. Lastly, use the table below to determine your cardiorespiratory endurance rating. Record your heart rate, minutes of stepping, and rating.